Hi everyone, it's me, Erika Stormwasser, Space's social guru. So over the course of Urban Gardener, you guys left a bunch of comments and questions, and now that harvest season is officially over, it's about time we got back to you. First up, after watching the hummus rooftop garden, users Slock27 and Dela75 asked, how do we make this hummus rooftop garden? Spaces TV, please show us how. Well, despite what I originally thought, Denton was not actually referring to the Mediterranean dip, but what he was talking about is rooftop garden humus, which is an organic material that they use, and it's actually food for plants, but it's also mixed with a lightweight gravel, and that creates a less weight-bearing load on the roof. And that is how you would create your humus rooftop garden. But next season of Urban Gardener, we're going to be sure to do a lot more how-tos and really explain everything. As far as doing a green rooftop garden yourself, this one needs to be professionally installed, mainly because you have to really make sure that they're waterproof, because green roofs actually store water rather than sending them to sewage. Next up, in our episode about the crazy sculpture courtyard garden, user Sharoni11 sent us this little nugget. Hibiscus? How do you grow hibiscus in Brooklyn? Well, Sharoni11, we have the answer for you. Hibiscus actually comes in a lot of different varieties, one of which is specifically made for Brooklyn temperatures, where if you go to a gardener, it's between zone 4 and zone 5, and it is called hardy hibiscus. So there you go. Moving right along, in our episode about how to compost a green garden, inspired user Embecca asks, am I the only one who thinks the host here is a little strange? Not trying to hate. Well, we asked around, and it turns out it is only you. So, yeah. This next question has boggled us and confounded us. But we stuck in there, and we have an answer. On the episode where there's an outdoor atrium where a room used to be, user Urban Ecology asked, where are those chairs from? He admired the white chairs that Denton was sitting on, and the truth is, we have no idea. It turns out they were purchased in an antique sale in Maine by the owner, but since you like the look, you should know that they have pretty similar options in the Russell Woodward Sculptura chairs and the original Noel Harry Bertoia chairs. We also found the loop chairs from Urban Outfitters, but I don't even think they make them anymore, so you're gonna have to Craigslist or Google. All we did was go metal white outdoor chairs, and we found them. Oh, actually, the owner of the garden doesn't even want them anymore, and if she finds something better, she is willing to sell them to you. So if you really want them, let us know, and we will put you in touch. Also from that episode, user Tourist in Exile asked, how do you maintain structural integrity of the floor and still keep it in line with the floors on either side? How deep is the soil layer? Is the space between the beams filled with soil? And was the hallway intact, or do you have to go through the atrium to get to one of the rooms? He then asked for my firstborn, my social security number, if my hair is natural colored. No, first, the obvious. This kind of a garden requires a professional installer, similarly to the green roofs, but with an actual architect on hand. Again, this is mainly because it has to be really well sealed and waterproof, and you have to be very careful as these atriums and green roofs store water instead of sending it away. That said, you only need between 2 and 4 inches of soil, depending on what you are planting. And lastly, the atrium was actually self-contained and had the house surrounding it, so you needn't walk through to get to other rooms. Finally, from the episode about how to plant an urban garden, user Taurus in Exile asked us this question. If I buy a plant and keep it in the pot, how long do I have to plant it in the ground? I'm thinking about something like an azalea, and can perennials winter in pots? That, in fact, 2 questions. But first, you can keep a plant in a pot indefinitely. As long as it has fertilizer, water, and light, you're fine. Azaleas are actually used often on roofs, so make sure that you have ample light for that one. And as far as wintering perennials in pots, absolutely. Soil is soil. Find out what you want to plant, if it's an indoor or an outdoor plant, and get to it. Other than that, the pot is fine. And lastly, user Dela75 asked, why don't you come film in my garden? Congratulations, Dela75. That is it for Urban Gardener Season 1. We will definitely be doing an Urban Gardener Season 2, so stay tuned, keep watching Spaces for all great home and design shows, like my show, In Spaces, with me. And keep sending your questions. Comment below, find us on Facebook, Pinterest, Tumblr, come to our house, knock on the door, I don't know. Just saying. Keep them coming. We will try to find and dig up the answers. Dig? Really? Dig? That's the best we can do?
Dig, like gardening. You get it? Like dig.
I guess that's the best we can do.